You've been trained to chase. You feel it every time your phone lights up and your chest tightens. You rush to reply. You double text. You explain yourself. You replay the conversation in your head like a crime scene. You chase people who pull away. You beg for closure from someone who already decided your worth. You overexplain to people who were never listening in the first place. And every time you do it, you feel it. A small fracture in your self-respect. A quiet voice saying, "Why am I making myself so small?" You are not weak. You are conditioned. Conditioned to believe that silence means losing. That if you don't chase, you'll be forgotten. That if you don't explain, you'll be misunderstood forever. But here's the brutal truth. The more you chase, beg, and explain, the more you teach the world that your value depends on their response. Your nervous system is on a leash held by other people's attention. One message can ruin your mood. One unanswered call can make you question your entire worth. Right now, you might be in that place, staring at a chat, watching the online indicator, wondering what you did wrong, rewriting the same paragraph in your head, trying to craft the perfect explanation, feeling this constant buzz of anxiety, like your peace is always one step behind someone else's approval. This is where Stoicism walks into your life like a calm, quiet mentor. The Stoics didn't run after what was leaving. They didn't beg reality to be different. They didn't exhaust themselves trying to explain their soul to people who weren't ready to understand it. They mastered the art of inner stillness. They understood that your true power is not in how loudly you speak, but in how calmly you can stay silent. In this video, you're about to learn 3 quiet, ruthless truths hidden inside this simple line. Never chase, never beg, never explain. You'll see why your silence is not emptiness, but presence. Why walking away from what disrespects you is not cold, but wise. Why you don't owe anyone a performance of your pain just to be believed. If you're already feeling this in your chest, pause for a second. Take a breath. If you want to build a calmer, stronger, unshakable mind, make sure you subscribe and stay with this channel. You don't need more noise. You need better thoughts. Right now, tell your future self where you stand. Drop this in the comments. I choose silence over chasing. Because what you're really doing here is not learning social tricks. You're rebuilding your identity from the inside out, from reactive and restless to grounded, observant, and quietly powerful. In a moment, you're going to step into the first truth, why chasing is a subtle form of self-abandonment, and how to reclaim your peace by letting what wants to leave, leave. You felt it in the first part, that subtle ache of always reaching, always chasing, always trying to fix what keeps slipping through your fingers. Now, it is time to cut deeper into the first truth. Never chase. Call this the law of letting go. If it pulls away from you, you do not run after it. Psychologically, chasing is not about love. It is about fear. Fear of abandonment. Fear of not being enough. Fear that if someone walks away, it proves something permanent about your worth. So you react, you send the second text, then the third. You explain why you said what you said. You apologize for having needs. You refresh their profile, watch their stories, search for signs that you are still seen. But look closely at what is really happening. Each time you chase, you leave yourself. Your mind stops being a home and becomes a hunting ground. Epictetus said, "If a person gave your body to any stranger he met on his way, you would certainly be angry. Yet you put your mind in the hands of every chance person that comes along." That is what chasing does. You hand your peace to someone who hasn't earned it. Your sleep, your appetite, your concentration at work. You give it all away because one person is not responding the way you wish they would. Modern psychology calls this an anxious loop. Your brain feels a threat, so it searches for relief. You chase because, for a moment, pressing send or reaching out gives you a hit of control. But it is an illusion. Every time you reach outward from panic, you strengthen the belief that you cannot handle silence. This is where the Stoic mind becomes your training ground. Instead of asking, "Why are they doing this to me?" you start asking, "Why am I making their behavior my master?" Imagine this. You message someone. They do not reply. Old you spirals, checks their phone, replays every word. New you notices the rush of anxiety, feels the urge to chase, and does nothing. You breathe. You put the phone down. You let time pass. You remind yourself, their delay is not a verdict on your worth. It is simply information about their capacity, their priorities, their respect level. You do not interrupt that information by barging in with more chasing. You let reality reveal itself. Your new inner line is simple. I will not chase what is walking away from me. Say it clearly to yourself now. I do not chase what abandons my peace. There is another layer to this. Never chase also means you stop running after explanations in your own mind. You stop chasing why in circles. Why did they leave? Why did they say that? Why did this happen to me? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You cannot control whether someone ghosts you. You cannot control whether your boss likes you today. You cannot control whether a friend slowly drifts away, but you can control what you do with your attention when it happens. Instead of chasing their reasons, you anchor into your response. You choose how you will carry yourself, how you will speak to yourself, what you will do with the pain. This is not cold, it is kind. Kind to the part of you that is exhausted from begging to be chosen. In daily life, this sounds like you do not double text someone who consistently ignores you. You do not chase validation from a boss who never gives it. You do the work, you learn, you improve for your own standard. You do not flood someone with long paragraphs trying to make them finally understand your heart. You let your presence, your consistency, and your boundaries speak louder than your anxiety. Your new identity statement is this: I let what wants to leave, leave. I remain. If any part of you feels a quiet yes to this, honor it. Like this video so you remember to return to it. And in the comments write, I don't chase, I choose myself. Because there is a second wound we need to uncover next. Chasing is one thing, begging is another. When you beg for love, attention, or respect, you place yourself on your knees before people who are often not even worthy of that position in your life. In the next part, you'll see why never begging is not arrogance, but deep self-respect, and how to stand up internally even when you feel completely rejected. You felt the sting of chasing, how every step you took toward them was a step away from yourself. Now you are ready to face the second wound, begging. Never beg. This is the law of inner thrones. You do not kneel before anyone for what should be born within you. Begging is not always obvious. You picture someone literally on their knees, pleading, but you beg in quieter ways. You beg when you stay in a relationship where you are clearly an option, not a priority. hoping that if you just love harder, they will wake up. You beg when you tolerate disrespect at work, laughing off comments that cut you because you are scared to lose the job. You beg when you overgive, overdo, overexplain, secretly hoping that someone will finally look at you and say, "You are enough." Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." You think you will become free when they finally choose you, approve you, validate you. But the truth is brutal and simple. You become free the moment you stop begging for what you can give yourself. When you beg, you send a message to your own nervous system. I cannot survive if this person walks away. I cannot stand if this job changes. I cannot feel worthy unless they say I am. So you cling. You accept crumbs. You rewrite your personality to fit their comfort. But look at the cost. Your sleep is fragile. Your mood is controlled by other people's moods. Your moral line blurs. You excuse things you once said you would never tolerate. If you keep living like this, you know where it goes. Resentment, exhaustion, a quiet self-hatred for all the times you swallowed your truth just to keep someone else comfortable. Never begging is not about becoming cold or uncaring. It is about refusing to make your soul stand in a line, waiting for a ticket to be worthy. Practically, this means when someone withholds affection to control you, you do not chase it. You observe. You decide if this aligns with the life you are building. When a boss constantly dangles promotion and praise but never delivers, you stop begging for their approval and start building skills and options for yourself. When a friend only reaches out when they need something, you stop auditioning for their loyalty. Your new inner line. I do not beg for what my dignity cannot afford to lose. And then comes the third blade in this trilogy. Never explain. You have spent years trying to be understood by people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You send essays. You justify your boundaries. You rehearse your pain to people who only listen to respond, not to understand. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." You waste so much time arguing your heart, trying to prove you are good, loyal, honest, real. But people who truly see you do not need a courtroom-level defense every time you say no or choose yourself. Never explain does not mean you refuse all communication. It means you stop performing your soul for people who are not capable or willing to hold it. You give a clear boundary once. You say what you mean. You live in a way that is consistent. If someone twists it, manipulates it, or refuses to hear it, you do not chase them into endless debate. You let them sit with their story, and you walk with your reality. In your daily life, this looks like keeping your explanations short and honest. I can't make it. I'm not comfortable with that. This no longer feels aligned for me. No over-apology, no creating fake reasons to sound more acceptable. You let your actions tell the longer story. Here is what happens if you ignore these truths. You keep chasing what runs, begging what withholds, and explaining yourself to people who enjoy seeing you spin. Your life becomes an open wound, constantly touched by other people's moods. But if you live by them, something shifts. You stop chasing attention and start cultivating presence. You stop begging for love and start respecting your own capacity to give it. You stop over-explaining and start living so clearly that your life is your explanation, your identity statement for this moment. I do not chase. I do not beg. I do not over-explain. I stand. If this is hitting you hard, share this video with someone who also needs to stand up inside themselves again. Let your circle become quieter, stronger, more grounded. Now you are ready for something deeper. You have seen the tactics, not chasing, not begging, not explaining. Next, you will step into the emotional core of all of this. What it means to become a calm, dangerous mind on the battlefield of life, using silence not as avoidance, but as pure power. You have walked through the fire already. You have looked at the part of you that chases, the part that begs, the part that overexplains. You have seen how much of your life has been spent trying to hold on to people and situations that were already slipping away. And something in you is quieter now. Not numb, just still. This is where your silence becomes something different. Not the silence of fear, where you shut down because you are scared to speak. Not the silence of manipulation, where you withdraw to punish or control. This is the silence of alignment. The silence of a mind that no longer feels the need to perform pain to be taken seriously. The battlefield has not changed. People will still disrespect, ghost, misunderstand, project. Life will still throw storms at you. Loss, rejection, uncertainty, failure. What changes is the way you stand in the middle of it. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You used to react instantly. A cold message sent you into overthinking. A change of tone made you spiral. A small slight turned into an argument in your head that lasted for days. Now, silence gives you a gap, a sacred pause between what happens and what you do next. In that pause, you see more clearly. You notice your body, the tight chest, shallow breath, clenched jaw. You notice the story your mind wants to tell. I'm not enough. They're leaving. I'm being attacked. And instead of chasing, begging, explaining, you do something radical. You stay still. You let the wave of emotion rise and fall without chasing it into action. You breathe. You observe. You ask, like a calm general on the battlefield, what serves my peace here? What serves my character? This is where the identity shift begins. You are no longer the person who reacts to everything. You are the one who responds to almost nothing, and only from clarity. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about how many battles you have fought that only existed in your mind. Arguments you had in the shower, messages you never sent but mentally rehearsed 50 times. Scenes you replayed, punishing yourself for things you did not know at the time. Your new silence is not passive. It is disciplined. It refuses to feed imaginary fires. Imagine walking through your day as a stoic mind in a noisy world. Someone throws a sarcastic comment at you. Instead of defending yourself, you give a half smile and let it fall to the ground. Someone stops replying. Instead of panicking, you let their absence speak for them, and you quietly adjust their place in your life. Someone demands a long explanation for your boundary. You calmly repeat your truth once, and let the discomfort belong to them. You become like a warrior on the battlefield who has learned not to swing at every shadow. Your energy is too valuable to waste on illusions. Silence becomes your mirror. In it, you see who really respects you, who only wants access to you, and who cannot handle your boundaries. You also see yourself, your patterns, your fears, your triggers. You are not running anymore. You are not kneeling anymore. You are not testifying on your own behalf every time someone questions you. You are walking your path. If this vision of yourself feels right, anchor it. Whisper to yourself, right now, I am calm, I am clear, I am not easily moved. And if you are ready, write in the comments, I am dangerous calm, because that is what you are becoming. Not loud, not explosive, dangerous in a different way. Dangerous because you cannot be emotionally blackmailed. Dangerous because your self-respect no longer bends under pressure. Dangerous because your silence forces others to sit with their own behavior instead of using you as a distraction. Everything you have heard so far has been preparing you for one final layer. How to live this every day. Not just as an idea that feels good for a moment, but as a way of moving through conversations, relationships, work, and your own thoughts. In the final part, you will receive your marching orders. Clear, simple ways to practice never chasing, never begging, never explaining, and to turn your silence into a daily discipline that reshapes your life. You've walked through the storm. You've watched yourself chase, beg, and explain. You've felt the shame, the regret, the exhaustion. And you've also felt that quiet click inside you. The moment you realized, I don't want to live like that anymore. Now it is time to turn this from insight into a way of life, from a video you watched into a standard you live by. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. That is your power now. You revoke the old estimate, the one that said, if they ignore me, I am nothing. The one that said, if they leave, I am broken. The one that said, if they misunderstand me, I must convince them. From this point on, your life is a training ground for a different estimate. When someone pulls away, your instinct will still flare up. You will still feel the urge to chase. In that moment, instead of reacting, you practice the pause. You put the phone down. You breathe. You tell yourself, if this connection is real, it does not need chasing. If it dies from my silence, it was already weak. That is your first marching order. Protect the pause. Never respond from panic. Respond, if you choose to, from composure. When you feel the urge to beg, to plead, to overstay in places that drain you, you remember what you have already seen. Begging is self-abandonment. So you do one hard thing. You let the no stand. You let the distance remain. You stay on your own side, even when it hurts. That is your second marching order. Stay loyal to yourself in the uncomfortable moments, not just when it is easy, when everyone approves, when you feel strong, especially when your old patterns scream at you to run back, and when you feel the pull to explain yourself again and again to someone who twists your words. You do something that will feel strange at first. You stop mid-justification. You give one clear sentence. Then you let the silence carry the rest. Your third marching order, speak once with clarity, and then let your actions explain the rest over time. You can make this real with simple daily rituals. In the morning, before your phone, you sit with your own mind for a few minutes. No music, no scrolling, just you and your breath. You remind yourself, today I will not chase. Today I will not beg. Today I will not over-explain. Today my silence will protect my peace. During the day when something triggers you, you don't rush to fix it. You give it an hour. You go for a walk. You drink water. You train your body to feel discomfort without immediately reacting. At night, you review. Not to beat yourself up, but to learn. Where did I chase today? even in thought. Where did I beg? Where did I over-explain? And where did I stand still? You are not looking for perfection. You are building a new identity, one small decision at a time. Remember this: a Stoic mind is not emotionless. You will still feel hurt, anger, fear, loneliness. The difference now is you do not hand those emotions over to other people to manage. You feel them. You own them. You move with intention anyway. If you want to lock this in, choose an identity statement and make it your own. Say it out loud. Write it in the comments. Let it be a line you return to when you are tempted to break your own standard. Here is one you can use. I don't chase. I don't beg. I don't explain. My silence is my power. Drop that in the comments if you are claiming it. You are not just watching a video. You are joining a different kind of community, a quiet one. Men and women who are tired of being dragged around by their emotions, their cravings, and other people's opinions. People who are learning to walk with a clear, steady mind in a loud and chaotic world. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Like the video so the algorithm does not bury it, and subscribe if you want more content that respects your intelligence and your pain, not just your attention span. You began this journey feeling like your worth lived in someone else's hands. You end it with a different vision. You standing calmly in the middle of the storm. Messages unanswered, but your soul at peace. People misunderstanding you, but your path still straight. Doors closing, but your head held high. Never chase, never beg, never explain. Walk your path in dangerous calm. Let your silence speak for you.